Hey guys, how are you? How you doing? What's up? I am really excited because today we are doing the 24-hour reading challenge, and I have been wanting to do this for so long, and I had done it a while ago, but I had stuff planned and it epically failed. I wanted to try it again because I have a few days off and thought, why not get some books off of my TBR while I'm at it. There's been like 3 books that I've been just dying to get through, and I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to do that. So let's get in. I already started reading last night because I couldn't stop. I just had to go for it. And it's Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and I haven't really seen this too much on anything. I've seen a few posts on Instagram and stuff like that, but it hasn't been anything wild or anything of that sort. I wanted to dive into this one. And then I have like a mix of books. We have Sadie to choose from, and this one is a YA mystery type book. It's about a girl who lost her sister, and her and this news reporter guy kind of like try to figure out what's going on, and they interview people, and I've heard nothing but good things about this one, so I'm super excited. Another mystery is The Guest List. I feel like by now you should probably know what this one's about, but if you don't, it is basically a wedding party, and they all are on this like cool island in Iceland. It's an Irish island, not Iceland. I don't know. Anyways, so you have the bride, the plus one, the best man, wedding planner, and bridesmaid. And it says, all have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. And I absolutely love this. So that's another one that's on the list. Another romance is How to Fake It in Hollywood. And then the last one that I'm probably gonna read is Just Haven't Met You Yet. I love this idea. I think I'm gonna save this one for the end. So yeah, those are all the books. I got my coffee here and I am ready to read. Let's go. It's definitely time for a little break. I am thinking of making some pizza for dinner. It's not too like demanding of my time, and I can just eat and read and enjoy some food. So let's go make some pizza. Okay, so it is well into the night. I am currently 8 hours and 36 minutes into the challenge, and I finally finished this one, and I absolutely loved it. It was like slowish, but it was like one of those, it wasn't slow at all, but it was like one of those where like you wanted to take it slow because you loved it so much and you didn't want to finish it. I just adore them, and I kind of got like annoyed at some parts, but in retrospect, like I totally understand, because I feel like in real life there are people out there that kind of go through these situations, and so that's all I'm gonna say about that. And I would look up some trigger warnings ish. They don't go into like detail or anything, but they are there just in case, so I would definitely look into that. But I love this. So like I really don't know what to read now because that was like my favorite. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start Sadie. I feel like this one will be a good like counter from the romance that I just read. another chapter of this book. I absolutely love it. I was recommended though to read it while listening to like an audiobook version, and I totally see why, because it's definitely kind of like a podcast-y vibe to it. I'm on hour 9 and I think I'm gonna end here just because today's been a day. I don't know why. So hopefully tomorrow is better. So I'm gonna end here and then we'll wake up early tomorrow so we don't have to read as late. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. My hair's a mess, we're a mess, but that's only because we've been reading for 11 hours now, and it is 1:17 and I am hungry. I'm going off of a coffee high, jitters, you know the gist. And so I'm thinking about going to like Chick-fil-A, getting something super fast because I still need to do some like laundry, stuff like that, and also obviously finish the book. I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A real fast and then we'll be back and we'll start the timer again. Also, let me know in the comments your favorite Chick-fil-A combo, because I love Chick-fil-A, but you know, sometimes you just need like a refresh. Let me know. I am at 100 pages in this book. Honestly, like I feel like this is gonna hurt me to my core. I already like sense it. She's just lived like a terrible life so far at such a young age. It hasn't made me like cry or like teary-eyed, but it's just very heavy and it's super sad. I don't know what's gonna happen in this book, but I feel like I'm probably gonna cry at some point. Definitely look up some trigger warnings for this one. I don't know why, but I somehow picked up 2 books that kind of involve the same thing, and I don't know how I did that when they're both so different, like romance and then this. I knew this one was gonna be a heavy one, but I didn't know exactly what type of heavy. It's definitely more of like a story about this girl's life, and so I think like that mindset change will help me get through this, but it is just so sad. Like I don't know what I got myself into. Let's continue reading. We are back and I finally finished Sadie. Okay, so I didn't cry. I definitely got kind of like teary-eyed towards the end. It was a heavy book, especially for the circumstances that happened in here. Definitely look up, like I said, the trigger warnings like way before. Do not go into this blind, and definitely know what you're getting into before reading this. Like my heart just like aches for this. We are at 16 hours and 30 minutes, which means it's been taking me like a really long time to get through these books, and I don't know why. I feel like usually, because this was only like 300 and I feel like I could get through that in 4 hours, so I don't know why it's taking me 8. I just feel like very like slow. Now is 9 o'clock and we are gonna start a new book. After that, I honestly, that was like a mystery-ish and like crime and stuff like that, so I definitely want to have something a little bit more lighthearted and fun. And I know How to Fake It in Hollywood deals with like Star that is dealing with drinking problems and grief, so I may take that one out completely and add in a better happy book, because the last 2 books, even though the first one, like I said, was a romance, it still dealt with some stuff. I may just like decide to change something up because these are low-key rough. So I think I'm just gonna read this one because I think it'll still have like island vibes and stuff, so I think I'm just gonna go with this one and call it a day. So I decided to switch it up since I've been in the house for 2 days, to go to a local coffee shop and read and just relax. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but I am finally at 20 hours. That means only 4 more hours. Like, you don't know how excited excited I am that is all I have left. Like 4 more hours, I can do that. I am reading this one and it is really good. I like all the POVs that it has. It has multiple and I wasn't expecting that, but it adds a good like twist to it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading and we will be done with this challenge at like 4 or 5, which is so good. I'm so excited. I literally cannot believe that we are done with this challenge. It has just been like so crazy and I have so much to say about it. Okay, but first let's get into what I read, what I finished. I ended up only not reading 2 books, and that was Just Haven't Met You Yet and The Guest List. I was super ambitious about this. I learned that your mood really dictates how you read, and I was just drained this whole entire week. I do not know why, but reading was just so slow. Like the last 5 hours or something, I literally read 120 pages. This book, I'll get into it, but like it's not a slow book, if that makes sense. So it's not like that's what's tearing me down. It's literally just me. But I got into Part of Your World, finished this, absolutely loved it. Like I'm thinking about it still. I love the characters in it. I love Daniel, who is one of the main characters. I just love everything about it. Now, another thing about this challenge that was really hard is like when you have just a very hard book, like a very deep emotional book, that you need like a few days to really just, I don't even know the words I'm trying to look for, because like this book broke me in so many ways, but I couldn't let it, like this challenge, I can't even talk because like this book just was, it tore me up. And I just didn't have time to really feel my feelings for it, if that makes sense. Like I just had to go into the next book without really diving into how I felt about it. And I was like thinking about it earlier and I was like getting teary-eyed, and that's Sadie. And this book broke me in so many ways. I've said that a million times, but like it is just so, it's so hard. And definitely look up trigger warnings because it's like the main thing of this book. I absolutely hated the way it ended. Like I just need to breathe. I just hated the way that it ended. If you look at the reviews, this one was like a 4-star, and like I totally understand why. I think we're pulled together. Then the next book that I read was Winter in Paradise by Ellen Hilderbrand. I always get her name wrong. I don't know why. Like it's such an easy name, Ellen. Like this book, honestly, I was kind of nervous getting into this one because everyone hypes up the author and I was kind of nervous. I didn't know how she was going to write the story, but I absolutely love it. At first I didn't, but I'm starting to like it. I kind of feel like though some parts are repetitive, but I don't mind. I like the way that she writes. And another plus for this book, maybe it's just because I read so many rom-coms and like stuff like that, when she says like the main character's like 50 or whatever, however old she is, way older than me, you really feel it. Like you can tell that she's that age. Whereas like some books, we like, oh yeah, she's in her 30s, but it feels like she just got out of college. So it's kind of just like a weird feeling, like you're thinking they're a little immature. But this one like is like they are grown, like you feel that they're grown. So I'm really enjoying this one. Like I said, I'm only on like page 125. It may just be because it's my mood and I have been reading for 24 hours and my eyes hurt and my brain hurts and I just need a break. Even though I slept, it just didn't feel like I slept those 24 hours at all. So yeah, this is what I ended up on. Yeah, that is my little conclusion. I cannot wait to read some other ones that are on my TBR and the guest list, and Just Haven't Met You Yet because I didn't get to read those. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed even through my blood, sweat, and tears through this video, and that I was like struggling halfway through and I really did almost give up, but I'm so glad I didn't. And so I hope you guys enjoyed. This one was definitely for you guys. So hope you guys have a great week.